Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling Autocross, and today we're dealing with the 2017 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. Now, after the Nissan Sentra did surprisingly well for a front-wheel drive car, I thought we'd try out a modern car that is going to be rear-wheel drive this time around. So yeah, it's going to get converted from all-wheel drive, obviously, but it's still going to have that off-road suspension and the high ride height, which hopefully will come in handy. But yeah, this is what it had originally: 308 horsepower from a 3.6 litre V6 engine. Not weighing all that much really for a car of this size at 4,734 pounds. So yeah, quite a lightweight for a vehicle of this size and in this kind of category. So let's see what we're going to be doing. So yeah, obviously the first upgrade is going to be taking the all-wheel drive away, so make it rear-wheel drive. So makes the braking apparently slightly better, and yeah, it will make the car weigh less, but yeah, acceleration and launch are inevitably going to go down. Right, engines. So we've got the 6.2 litre V8 or the 7.2 litre V8 Racing. Now, we've never really used this engine before, and we've used this 6.2 a lot, so I think we'll try this one to see what we can do with it. So we can give it turbochargers, giving us 220 extra horsepower and making 1,070. That's quite a lot, but obviously we're going to be able to do more to it than that. Let's add another 46 on, 38, make the engine bigger at 7.5 litres, give it even more power from the turbochargers. And now, depending on whether or not how much this gives us in terms of extra weight, we might not do this, but that's quite a lot. But 77 horsepower for 78 pounds more, and a lot more torque. Yeah, I think that might be worth it. Weighs pretty much the same as it did before now, but it's obviously got a lot more power. Don't think we're going to need to do the gearbox. What's our top speed? Yeah, we've got plenty of power in that. And acceleration now, so yeah, we'll just take a look at what we've got. There we go, 76 grand or so spent. Let's just check out all the stats before we get out there. Just take a while to load for whatever reason. So yeah, got 1,356 horsepower, 1,021 pounds-feet of torque from a 7.5 litre twin turbocharged V8, weighing 4,778 pounds. So yeah, quite a lot of power in a vehicle that weighs, quite frankly, not that much compared to other vehicles in its class. And yeah, fairly decent in terms of 0 to 60 time. Obviously the 0 to 100 time is going to be less because, you know, it's got not all that much extra, well, it's got no extra grip whatsoever. And yeah, but high top speed, but obviously is not going to come in any handy on this course that we're going to be going to. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what this car can do, so let's get out there and have a look. Right, so bigger engine, no more all-wheel drive, and a lot more power. So let's see what this pickup can do. So yeah, I actually quite like this car in its stock form. Was quite surprised by how actually fun it was to drive, considering it's got a naturally aspirated V6. It weighs, you know, a fair old amount, though not more than you know, its competitors. And yeah, obviously being a pickup truck, but yeah, kind of surprised by how much I enjoy it. And yeah, that naturally aspirated V6 is a you know, was a bit of a surprise in terms of how good it actually is and how good it is in terms of able to move this vehicle. And yeah, certainly sets it apart from the likes of the Ford F-150 Raptor, which, you know, has more power and more torque and whatever else, but is rather boring to drive, to be honest, whereas this isn't. And yeah, for now it's actually being able to deal with everything. Bit more oversteery than usual, but that's to be expected with all that extra power and now only rear wheel drive. But can't really say that's any more than usual, to be honest. I imagine it would be pretty much as slidey as this, even with all-wheel drive, to be honest. Maybe a little bit less so, but still fairly controllable. Which, when you consider it's dealing with more than 1,000 horsepower than it had originally, is fairly impressive. a little bit messy at times, obviously hitting walls and the sides, but at least we haven't gone off on a cliff yet. And I think because it isn't front wheel drive, it might well be putting its power down better than the Sentra was, which, as controllable and as that was for the most part, it just really didn't feel like it was able to put all of that power down. And on the odd occasion it would start to understeer and torque steer, and that really wasn't helpful. This isn't going to have any of those problems. We'll have oversteer, but outside of that I think it's going to be able to put the majority of the power down. Very little in the way of traction issues, which is all good. 2 minutes 36.356 though is our first lap time. That puts it about 4 seconds behind the Sentra. Don't make the kind of mistakes that we made before, then we should beat that. If we do that, we'll make it 3 times in a row that we've beaten the car previous, and the cars previous to that. So, kind of setting a trend, really. Just need to be more controllable down here, and we'll have it made up, really. Hit a fair bit of debris there, but because this has so much bulk behind it and is such a large car, it really doesn't affect it as much if it was, say, the Austin-Healey or any other car that we've had so far, because we've had, yeah, a fair few small lightweight cars so far in this series. This is our first real big car, but it's easily able to plough through any fences or signs. And even though we hit that wall before, which stopped us dead, it looks like we are going to beat the Sentra. Not by much. We have beaten it. There we go, 2 minutes 31.852 seconds, which is really rather impressive, to be honest, considering, you know, this is a really rather large, heavy vehicle. It's dealing with far more power than it ever had originally, and yeah, also no longer has all-wheel drive, but seems to be putting the power down really rather well. Wasn't really struggling in terms of understeer. Had some oversteer, but it was on the whole manageable, and yeah, kept it straight and true for the most part of the course. So yeah, the Sentra managed 2 minutes 32.386, so we're only just over half a second quicker than it, but half a second is half a second, so there we go. Third time in a row we've beaten the car previous, so yeah, not sure whether or not that's going to be a trend that's going to keep up, but yeah, still looking forward to seeing what else other cars can do on this series, because yeah, so far I've been surprised by especially this and the Sentra. Escort was a little bit underwhelming, and the Healey really went to expectations. Really, I wasn't expecting that to be quick, and it certainly wasn't. But yeah, still got plenty of cars to try out, and yeah, I don't very much doubt the Healey's going to be the last place car for much longer, quite frankly. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.